animals, the message communicated in the form of nerve impulses from receptors, sensory neurons to central nervous system, and then from latter to the effectors, muscles and glands is very quick. But cells cannot continuously generate and transmit nerve impulses. They take some time to reset their mechanisms before a new impulse is generated and transmitted. So most multicellular organisms use another means of communication between cells, commonly termed chemical communication. The stimulated cells release a chemical directly into the blood. Other body tissue cells detect this chemical using special molecules, receptors, present either on their surfaces or inside their cytoplasm. The message is then transmitted and these chemicals produce their effects. Example: a squirrel has to prepare for either fighting or running away when they are in a scary situation. This requires wide-ranging changes. A chemical signal reaches all cells of the body and provides wide-ranging changes. These chemicals are called hormones, which are the secretions of endocrine glands. Now the question arises, what are the endocrine glands? The glands that lack ducts and pass their secretions into the surrounding blood for transport to the site of action are called ductless or endocrine glands. These secretions are known as hormones. Hormones are chemical messengers that regulate the biological processes in the living organisms. Human body possesses large number of endocrine glands. These are hypothalamus, pituitary, pineal gland, thyroid gland, parathyroid gland, pancreas, adrenal glands, thymus, testes in males, and ovaries in females. The cells of endocrine glands release hormones into the bloodstream. The blood carries them from the site of production to the site of action. These hormones act on specific organs called target organs. The blood contains all the hormones, but the cells of a target organ pick up the required hormone only and ignore all others. The target cell has on its surface or in its cytoplasm a specific protein molecule called a receptor. The receptor can recognize and pick out the specific hormone capable of acting in that cell. Non-target cells, on the other hand, lack these receptors and do not respond to the circulating hormones. Let's now discuss the hormones secreted from these endocrine glands and their action. Endocrine glands. Hypothalamus gland. Hypothalamus gland. Hypothalamus gland is situated at the base of the brain and is composed of nervous tissue. It secretes several neurohormones. 1. Releasing hormones RH and inhibiting hormones IH. These neurohormones are carried to the pituitary gland to stimulate or inhibit the secretion of anterior pituitary hormones. 2. Oxytocin. It induces contraction of smooth muscles of the uterus during birth of the child. 3. Vasopressin. It decreases the loss of water in the urine. Endocrine glands. Pituitary gland. Pituitary gland. Pituitary gland is present just below the brain and attached to the hypothalamus of the brain by a stalk or infundibulum. It produces many hormones such as 1. Follicle stimulating hormone FSH that stimulates sperm formation in the male and growth of ovarian follicles in female. 2. Luteinizing hormones LH that stimulate the formation of sex hormones testosterone in male and estrogen and progesterone in female. This brings the changes associated with puberty. 3. Thyroid stimulating hormones TSH that stimulate the growth of thyroid gland and production of thyroid hormones. 4. Adrenocorticotropic hormones ACTH that stimulates the adrenal cortex to grow and secrete its hormone. 5. Growth hormone GH. This stimulates growth and development of all tissues by accelerating protein synthesis and cell division and by retaining calcium in the body. Improper secretion of GH produces 3 important disorders: dwarfism, gigantism, and acromegaly. 6. Prolactin hormone P8 that stimulates growth of milk glands during pregnancy and the secretion of milk after delivery of the child. 7. Melanocyte stimulating hormone MSH that stimulates the synthesis of black pigment melanin in the skin. Endocrine glands. Thyroid gland. Thyroid gland. It is the largest endocrine gland and is situated in the neck region. It secretes hormones, 1. Thyroxine, 2. Tridothyronine. These 2 hormones maintain the basal metabolic rate BMR of the body by regulating the rate of oxidation and production of energy. These promote balanced growth of body tissues and development of mental faculties. Thyroxine controls the working of kidney. Iodine is essential for the synthesis of thyroxine. Deficiency of iodine in the diet causes goiter. Swollen neck is one of the symptoms of this disorder. 3. Calcitonin. It regulates the concentration of calcium and phosphorus in the blood. Parathyroid gland. Parathyroid gland. These are 4 small, flat, oval glands situated on the posterior surface of the thyroid gland, 2 in each lobe of thyroid. They secrete parathormone PTH. When the blood calcium level is below normal, then parathormone is released. Parathormone and calcitonin regulate the calcium-phosphorus balance in the blood. Adrenal glands. Adrenal glands. These are a pair of glands situated on the upper side of each kidney. Their secretion regulates the metabolism of minerals, carbohydrates, proteins, fats, and stimulates the development of secondary sexual character both in male and female. The hormone adrenaline secreted from adrenal glands is termed as emergency hormone. In normal situation, these hormones are secreted in small amounts. But when a person faces stress or danger, adrenaline is secreted in large amounts to prepare the body to face emergency situation. These increase the rate of heartbeat to supply more oxygen to muscles. Also, blood supply to the digestive system and skin is reduced due to contraction of muscles around small arteries in these organs to direct more blood to our muscles. The breathing rate also increases due to the contraction of the diaphragm and rib muscles. All these responses together enable the animal body to be ready to deal with situation. Endocrine glands. Pancreas. Pancreas. Pancreas lies below the stomach. It is an elongated, yellowish gland consisting largely of lobules. It secretes two hormones. Insulin, it helps to lower the blood glucose level. Glucagon, it increases the blood glucose level. Deficiency of insulin hormone in the body causes a disease known as diabetes mellitus, in which the sugar level in the blood rises. In this disease, the patient excretes sugar or glucose in urine, feels excessive thirst, and also does excessive urination. The timing and amount of hormone released are regulated by feedback mechanisms. If the sugar levels in blood rise, they are detected by the cells of pancreas, which respond by producing more insulin. As the blood sugar level falls, insulin secretion is reduced. Pineal. It is very small and is situated between the two cerebral hemispheres of the brain. It secretes melatonin hormone and regulates working of gonads. Endocrine glands. Thymus gland. Thymus gland. Thymus gland is situated in the upper chest near the front side of the heart. It is a prominent gland in the young child. However, it gradually atrophies in the adult. It secretes thymosin hormone, which stimulates the development and differentiation of lymphocytes and thereby increasing resistance to infection. Endocrine glands. Testes. Testes. Testes are part of male reproductive system. It secretes sex hormone, testosterone. Testosterone stimulates the growth and development of male accessory glands like prostate, penis, etc. The development of secondary sexual characters in males, example mustache, beard, hair on the body, deepening of voice, broadening of shoulders, enlarged and stronger bones and muscles, formation of sperms in testes. Endocrine glands. Ovaries. A pair of ovaries lie in the abdomen in females. They secrete three female hormones. 1. Estrogen, that stimulates the formation of ova in the ovary and development of accessory sex characters such as enlargement of breasts and broadening of pelvis. 2. Progesterone, that that stimulates the thickening of uterine epithelium during menstrual cycle and maintain the pregnancy by suspending ovulation. 3. Relaxin helps in easy birth of the young one. So we see that endocrine glands and its secretions are very important. Summary of major hormones.